What's up everybody, Kinetic here and welcome back to Monster Hunter World. There's a lot of lengthy videos out there on how to use weapons in the game, but very few that deliver a clear, step-by-step breakdown without getting confusing or overwhelming with details. Last week, I went over the Charge Blade, an amazing weapon, quite complex but a lot of fun if you can get the hang of it. If you missed that video, definitely check it out from the channel's recent vids section or the playlist link in the video description. Today we're going to take a look at the Longsword, and just like before, I'm going to keep it simple, talk about the core functions and how to quickly get started fighting with the Longsword against any enemy. If you enjoy this video, be sure to click the like button, leave me your thoughts in the comments section below, and subscribe for more videos like this. Let's get started. The Longsword. It's fast, it's easy to get started, and the feeling of slashing things up like a samurai warrior make it one of the most popular weapons in the series. What separates the Grasshoppers from the Masters is how to maximize your DPS, knowing the best moves to cripple the monsters, and also how not to slash around recklessly interrupting your teammates. Its length is one of its greatest strengths for reaching and damaging weak points including tails and wings. It's also possible while hacking away at the monster's legs to cause stumbles and even knockdowns. The Longsword, however, struggles in attacking some hard parts of monsters. For example, Diablos or Nergigante's horns are so hard that your sword attacks may often be deflected. Now there are a couple of exceptions to this and we will get into that later. Other than that, the Longsword is one of the best all-around weapons for offense and my personal go-to weapon when I want to cut off a monster's tail fast. Now that we have a basic understanding of the role of the weapon, let's take a look at some basic moves. Before we talk about the attacks, let's take a look at the Spirit Gauge. Like many weapons in Monster Hunter World, you can generate a resource that can then be spent to enhance your combat potential. For the Longsword, it's the Spirit Gauge. As you land attacks, this meter fills up, and when you're ready, you can perform a powerful combo that spends this resource with a final hit that can even power up your attacks for more damage. Let's take a look now at the basic attacks that make that possible. Pressing the triangle button while moving unsheathes your weapon and performs a vertical downward slash. This is one of the key moves that's great for high reach to damage a monster's wings or tail. Pressing the triangle repeatedly performs more vertical attacks, a straightforward stab, and then back to vertical slashes in an infinite combo. Pressing circle also performs the same stab and then can be followed up with triangle again to lead into the same triangle combo. In fact, there are several ways to combine the circle and triangle attacks, and we'll get into more of that later. Whenever you need to reposition or dodge an enemy's attacks, you can press the left thumbstick in any direction, plus X to cancel the combo and reposition at any time. This freedom to evade and re-engage enemies is also one of the strengths of the Longsword. Speaking of evading attacks, pressing triangle and circle together will perform a horizontal slash and a backstep. You can also combine this with the left thumbstick to move in a preferred direction, for example to the left or the right. Now on to the fun stuff. Pressing R2 will also unsheath your weapon, if it's not already unsheathed, and perform a single slash that spends resource from your Spirit Gauge. With your Spirit Gauge full or nearly full, you can press R2 4 times and this will perform the full combo that ends with a powerful horizontal slash. Landing this final attack in the combo, you will notice that both your sword and the Spirit Gauge are now glowing. This is a temporary buff that increases your damage and can be powered up even further by repeating the process. So, attack with more basic hits to fill the gauge, perform the R2 combo, and land the final hit, and the gauge will upgrade from white to yellow, and again from yellow to red, representing the maximum power upgrade. Again, this is a temporary buff, so be sure to land another final hit with the R2 combo fairly soon to maintain the buff and ensure you're maximizing your DPS. To help ensure your attacks have the best chance of landing, there are a couple of things worth pointing out. For one, the Spirit combo comes with a bonus called Mind's Eye, which means that attacks cannot be deflected. That is the exception I mentioned earlier when attacking hard parts of a monster, for example Nergigante's horns. The sharpness of your weapon also plays a part in how well you will land your attacks, but it's worth pointing out that the Spirit combo will never have this problem. It's also possible to fix your aim to make sure that you don't miss with the spirit combo. If you're in the middle of a combo and the monster moves away to the side, you can correct your aim by pressing the left thumbstick to ensure you're facing the right direction to land your attacks. And if you thought the spirit combo looked fun, check this out. New to Monster Hunter World is the Spirit Helm Breaker, a fun and flashy attack that can be performed with the spirit gauge powered up. To perform the Helm Breaker, press the R2 and triangle together. Your character will perform a thrust attack, launch himself into the air, and on the way down, you can press either circle or triangle to then finish the aerial move with a powerful multi-hit slash. There are a couple of things to consider before using this move. For one, the Helm Breaker can only be performed while you have a powered up spirit gauge, and will downgrade your gauge one level. The bright side to this is that upon completion, you'll be granted a temporary auto refill to help you recover your spirit. The best part though, is both the damage of the attack and the refill power also increase with each level of your spirit gauge, with red being the best time to use this move for maximum effect. Like the spirit combo before, you can adjust the aim with the left thumbstick while in the air to ensure you are on target on the way down with your final slash. There's another new special attack called Foresight Slash. Pressing R2 and circle together after any attack will perform a backwards dash, followed up by a counter slash. The interesting part of this ability is you can avoid damage and shortcut to the final slash of the spirit combo. It's a bit tricky, but if you time things just right, this is a fast shortcut to upgrading your spirit gauge. Here's how. During the animation of the dash, if your character is hit, all the damage is negated and your character will be surrounded by glowing lights. This lets you know that you successfully avoided the attack and can perform a spirit attack after the counter slash lands. So for example, if you just performed an attack with triangle or circle and the monster is just about to hit you, press R2 and circle at the same time the monster's attack is going to hit you, and this will negate the damage, display the glowing lights, and after the counter slash, press R2 and you'll perform the final slash of the spirit combo. Like I said, it's a bit tricky but can be a lot of fun if done just right. Keep in mind that, like other specials, you can also adjust the direction with the thumbstick to aim correctly the counter slash and spirit slash attacks. Now, time to move on to some of the extras. Aerial moves are a lot of fun and can also be used as a shortcut to perform the final spirit combo slash. You can slide down a hill and press triangle for a basic attack, or instead, this is what I recommend, press R2, you'll perform an aerial slash, and then upon landing, press R2 again and you will shortcut to the final slash of the spirit combo. Doing the same off of a ledge with triangle will perform a basic attack, and pressing R2 will initiate the first attack of the 4 R2s needed for the spirit combo. Wall running is also a great way to achieve similar results. That's gonna wrap it up for the standard moves and combos, but what's the best? Well, the Spirit Helm Breaker surpasses all other moves or combos for top DPS. With a red spirit gauge, this move deals the best damage. However, the standard spirit combo is also a great damage dealer, so if it's just not the right time for a Helm Breaker, take comfort in knowing that your spirit combo is also great for your DPS. Another little trick that I use is, instead of using the triangle combo to fill up my spirit gauge, if I really want to speed that up, what I'll do instead is I'll alternate between circle and triangle, and the attack speed is much faster, filling up your spirit gauge in a shorter amount of time. That's all I got for you guys today. Other than that, it's up to you to explore and master the longsword, to know the best positioning and the right attacks at the right time to get the most out of this weapon. If you have any questions or maybe want to add to the discussion yourself, then be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Click the like button if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe. I've got more Monster Hunter World videos coming up soon. Thanks again for watching. This is Kinetic, and I'll see you next time.